Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I am Myra. There is nothing like the loss of a friendship, whether gradually or suddenly. Such a loss can come with heartache and heartbreak. You can feel like perhaps you were at fault. And many times it comes with questions, especially if it was one of those friendships you thought would be there for a long time, perhaps for the foreseeable future. Well, I'm here to tell you that all is not lost. Even though you may have lost the friendship, there are definitely positive takeaways that are intended to help you heal and grow and foster healthier connections in the future. Let's get into it. Not every friendship is meant to last forever. That's the reality of it. And I know it's hard when I think about friends I've had. If you had said to me that, Myra, in a year, in 5 years, 3 months, whatever the time limit was, you and this person would go into strangerhood, I would I would be like, no, you're lying. You're lying. Are you kidding? But it's like my bestie. We hang around, we laugh, we joke, we shop, we talk, we spend quiet times together, shared intimate information. I know this person. Strangerhood, whatever. I'm gonna know what this person is up to, where they are, what, and then it happens. And sometimes it's not even that gradual shift. It's just like that. Many times I would blame myself. Maybe it's something I did or didn't do. Maybe I was too needy. Maybe I wasn't needy enough. Maybe I wasn't cool enough, especially when I was younger. I used to think I wasn't cool enough. I wasn't the partying type. I didn't want to have so many people around me, not everywhere I needed to be or be seen. And some of the people I knew were about that. And so when they would drift from me, I would often blame myself. I have since realized with lots of maturity and growth, not everybody's intended to be in your life forever. Whether they're there for a season, perhaps it's a season of just friendship. It's a season of companionship. And they are definitely there for a reason. Maybe I need to learn something about myself and about the greater world, about other human beings. I need to learn something about my personality, about who I am, about who I want to be. So whether they're there for a season or a reason, it's okay. It's okay. Not everybody is intended to be there forever. And when you understand that, it makes the detachment and the departing and aparting a lot easier. It's easier to bear. It's not that it won't be painful, but it just makes it that much easier. Not everybody's intended to be there forever. Growth can create distance, whether it's our lifestyle or our values or our goals. As we mature, sometimes our ideas and our beliefs just don't align with other people's. And some of those people are our friends. And that's okay. We are growing. It doesn't matter the age. Growth is not something you do between this number and this number. You are ever evolving. And so, hopefully, are other people. And what you believe in today, through perhaps experience and knowledge, you might not believe so hard in tomorrow. And it's fine to change your mind. And other people are at liberty to do the same. And unfortunately, what happens with that is you might have met at a time when you're like, yay, 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 for something and everything was cool. Perhaps you were both single. This is a perfect example. Perhaps you were both single. You're hitting the party scene, you're hitting the club scene, you could vacation together, you're shopping, Saturdays, brunches, everything. And then perhaps one of you meets somebody, now you're married, now you have kids, now you have other responsibilities. Well, your friend is still single, still wants to go out, still wants to do whatever, and that's fine. But now your life is different. Now you have a partner. Now you have little ones to take care of. It's not just about you, you have other people to take care of. You have more on your plate. And I've seen a lot of friendships, mine included, where I now had kids and I had more responsibilities. They didn't. And we went, and that's okay because there's no point in trying. I mean, the saying is trying to flog a dead horse, right? If your relationship does not align, if you've now reached a point where the giving and receiving is just not happening, you can't get from the other person, they can't get from you, it, it's not worth it. And it's okay. Growth creates distance. And don't feel bad about growing. Don't feel bad about seeing life differently. Don't feel bad about new experiences. Embrace it because it's your journey. And that's okay. And that goes back to my first point. Not everybody is intended to be there forever. They're there for a season. Once, hey, they're there for summer. Once fall comes, they're not there. That's okay. They can blow with the leaves, and that's all right. And that's not me being insensitive, but that's just saying, hey, you know what? They have to go. Leaves don't stay on the trees forever either. So if they have to go, they have to go. And you just have to accept that. Third takeaway from a friendship ending is that boundaries matter. It allows you to really know your limits and honor your boundaries. There is nothing like being in a friendship where the other party does not respect you. And the reason why they don't respect you is because they can come and approach you any which way and you will be accepting of it. I did a video about a friend that I had, and the way she spoke to me was not very kind. I had done my hair, I did braids on myself, and of course, it's the first time. It may not have been the best, but I was very proud of myself. And she asked me who did my hair, and I told her, and she said, "Oh, that's why it looks like trash." And this was supposed to be a friend. And that's how I allowed her to speak to me. So know your boundaries. That way, even in a friendship, you don't speak to your friend in any manner. You're not disrespectful, and ensure that they're not disrespectful to you. Which brings me to my next point. Reciprocity is essential. Reciprocal, back and forth, back and forth. A one-sided relationship, a one-sided friendship often fails. Think about the many times you've had a friend and you were the one who texted, who called, who emailed, who checked up on them, and they never returned the favor. Or they would do it, but they would do it when they were bored, nothing was going on. They had to have uber free time in order to reach out to you. When you stopped reaching out, what happened to that friendship? You either went really long periods of time without hearing from them, and or the friendship eventually failed. Reciprocity is so important. Back and forth. Hey, I call you one day, you call me the next. I check up on you, you check up on me. I get it. We're all busy. We're all busy. We all have lives. We're all doing something or another that takes up our time. So that's fine. If you can't call or text or, you know, hey, drop a quick line. I'm just calling, I'm just checking up on you. 2 seconds. If somebody cannot do that, that says something about the quality of your relationship. And that says something about what they think about you as a friend. Oftentimes, I will call and I will say, hey, I was just thinking about you. Or even if I don't get a chance to call, I'll drop a line. Hey, just, happy whatever day, just, thinking about you, or, so sorry that it's been so long, something like that. But if you find you're the only person doing it, that definitely says something about the quality of your friendship. And it might not last that much longer, especially if you stop putting in all the work. Reciprocity is very important. It also helps you value balance and mutual effort. Conflict is revealing. Ever had an argument or a disagreement with a friend and that was the end of the friendship? Like that was it? And maybe for you, it was something that was totally benign. Could have been something as simple as, I like white bread and they like brown bread, or I like my bread cut in half and they like it cut diagonal. I mean, something really simple and silly. And all of a sudden it escalated. You never heard from them again. The friendship was over. Very telling. That tells you something about the person themselves. But then that also says something about your relationship as a whole, that the foundation, well, really, there was none. There was no foundation. Your friendship was built on quicksand. And when something very light came, it just sunk it. So, conflict, although very normal in relationships, you're not always going to agree on something, and that's very healthy. We can't all just have the same mindset. You don't grow that way. But if the slightest of disagreement is going to tank a friendship, then that was a friendship not to be had in the beginning. How both people handle conflict, how both people handle a disagreement says a lot about the potential of the friendship. So those are some of my takeaways. I'm going to do another video with a few more points. I just figured if I added all the points, it would just be too long a video. But that's my 5 takeaways on when friendship ends. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. You're learning so much about yourself and about the world as a whole, and you're growing. And hopefully, these points have helped you to see the end or the loss of your friendship from different eyes, from a new perspective, from perhaps a positive perspective. When a friendship ends, it's not that people are there forever. People don't stay there in your lives forever. Growth can create distance. Reciprocity is very important. Conflict management is very important. It's very telling, says a lot about the quality of the friendship. And your boundaries mean everything. Respect your boundaries. And when you respect your boundaries, others will respect you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any end of friendship tips, feel free to drop your comments and suggestions below. Tap that like button. It might be here, it might be there. Subscribe, and I will see you next time. I'll do part two. I'll do part two. All right. Have a good one. Peace. Bye.